We have now here Chris Selwood, the managing director of the World Solar Challenge. Hello, Chris.
Guten Morgen, Matthias.
Good morning. Yeah, in Europe it's pretty early. Australia, it's a little bit different.
Yes, it's the middle of the afternoon here, but such is the nature of our international events that we can make sure that we get together at different times in different parts of the world. You know, for many years I have lived in the dream that we can have other events around the world. There have been some that have been quite long running, but there's plenty of room for events in different regions of the world. And you know what is absolutely marvellous about our sport of solar cars, our brain sport of solar cars, is that we're not tied down to the notion of, for example, international motor racing where everything is the same. Every country has its own aspect. Every region is able to bring their own special spirit to these events and do things slightly differently. You have that wonderful racetrack at Zolder, the old Grand Prix circuit, surrounded now by nice houses. Nobody wants any noise. So being able to take our solar cars there and not disturb those people is a great opportunity for us to do something different. And I think the ideas that you've come up with for a 24-hour challenge is absolutely inspired. It is fantastic to think that quite often we have the media people saying, oh, yes, but it's all very well, but what happens when the sun doesn't shine? And then we have other people saying, how can you have a solar car race in Europe when the sun never shines in Europe? Well, that's not true. We know that's not true because Europe is a fun place to be. It's about the team effort, and it's about the energy management and endurance aspects that we can bring, the technology that we can bring to advanced energy management for an endurance event. And of course, a 24-hour event really is the ultimate test of this. So we have solar cars that during the day, hopefully the sun shines and we can use less energy than we store so that we have energy to apply during the hours of darkness. Look, I think it's a very interesting concept to pitch the solar cars against a road-going practical car like the Tesla. Tesla was born of the Stanford solar car team, and Tesla is a wonderful example of a motor car born in Silicon Valley rather than Detroit, and there's a whole different thinking behind that car. It's a great car. We have them here in Australia. I don't own one, but I have had the pleasure of driving one. It's a wonderful car. The track at Zolder was the Formula One racetrack in its day, and physically it hasn't changed. So clearly it is challenging. Is it challenging for solar cars? Yes, of course. And will it be challenging for a 24-hour event? Certainly. But what Zolder has, of course, being a ex-Formula One track, is the most amazing corporate facilities and conference rooms and viewing areas. And it's just an absolutely wonderful place to come and play solar cars. Certainly any event that is conducted outdoors will be subject to the vagaries of the weather. And we know that in Europe in September, the weather can be either absolutely fantastic or quite challenging. And of course, they're the chess pieces in the game. Of course, with solar cars, the weather is important. But of course, what's important for us with our 24-hour event is the energy management strategies. The teams will start with a full battery pack, and they will all be subject to the same conditions. The solar car community certainly has a special spirit to it. We call it the spirit of friendly competition. Solar car people are renowned for being friendly and helping each other and looking out for each other. And you know, in the World Solar Challenge, it's great in Darwin before we start, and it's great in Adelaide when we finish. But in the middle, people don't tend to get much chance to celebrate with each other because they're usually camped far apart. But on a track like Zolder, we're all there together. We're all watching. If we're not involved with the operation of the car, we are sharing information with the team in the next door pit box, and certainly in the refreshment areas and the viewing areas, we are all cheering and looking out for each other. People should come to the Zolder circuit because this is the celebration of European solar car racing. It's a fantastic focus and venue where we can get together not only to play solar cars, to create our endurance event on the famous Zolder racetrack, but the fact that the facilities at Zolder are really so conducive for everybody to get together and have a great time, and there's even parties in the evening, is just a wonderful opportunity. Zolder is easy to get to. Europe has made solar car racing its own for many reasons, and everybody involved in solar cars knows why and how that is. I'm certainly looking forward to being there, and I hope our solar car friends from around the world can get there, but certainly our European solar car friends, and I've certainly made it clear that even if a team for whatever reason can't bring its car, they should bring team members there to cheer on everybody else. It's a great celebration, and it's a wonderful opportunity, and we should thank iLumen and the organisers for having the vision to put it together.